What's up, y'all? Kara here from kaysways.com. Today's video is a requested video. You guys wanted to see my collection of eyeshadow palettes, so that's what we're gonna do today. If you know me, you know I really don't like single shadows, so I really prefer to get eyeshadow palettes. So we're just gonna get right into the eyeshadow palettes I have. Now, if you see these two drawers back here in my cube thing here, whatever you want to call it, my acrylic cube, my makeup organizer, I have these last two drawers here are full of palettes, and I also have a drawer over here in the desk. If you saw my desk tour video, you guys know what the drawers look like, so I'm not going to point the camera to the actual drawer. I'm just going to pull things out because it is right here in front of me. The first couple of palettes here, I have three Morphe eyeshadow palettes. The first one here is the 35P. You guys know I love my purple, so I went ahead and got the Morphe 35P eyeshadow palette. It has these beautiful purple shades, nice neutral shades. Everything is like a plum, so that's what the P stands for, 35P from Morphe. The next Morphe eyeshadow palette here is the beloved 35O palette, and it is the one with the orange tones. I have to blow it off because it is a little dusty from me playing in it so much, but yeah, this is the 35O palette. Those beautiful oranges. Again, you have your neutral tone shades. You can definitely do plenty of looks with these palettes. That's why I love the Morphe shadows. The Morphe shadows are not the same quality as like those palettes that you get from like Coastal Scents and BH Cosmetics. These are so much better. So if you guys are looking for affordable eyeshadow palettes, these are run about like $22, I think, $23, something like that. So definitely check out Morphe. There's always coupon codes. I know Jackie Aina has one. Nitra B has codes. You'll find codes all over. Jacqueline Hill. You'll find codes all over for Morphe shadows. So definitely do your research and try to save a couple of bucks. And speaking of Jacqueline Hill, this is the Jacqueline Hill palette from Morphe. And this was a limited edition palette, but this one is what actually turned me on to the Morphe shadows. This palette was like my everything. That green here, these plum shades, then you have your neutrals again, you have that beautiful orange shade, and just beautiful colors. So next up we have some palettes from BH Cosmetics, and I don't think I've ever used this palette. This is the 88 color palette, Cool Matte eyeshadow. I've never used this shadow because really, you guys know, I really don't play in eyeshadows too often. And when I bought this palette, I wasn't really doing eyeshadows like that. But opening it up again, I see some really beautiful colors. And I hope this mirror is not like blinding you guys or anything like that. But as you see, the Morphe shadows don't come with mirrors. This one actually does, but it has some beautiful greens, some beautiful blues. You guys know your colors, right? It has that beautiful row of yellow, purples, really pretty colors in this palette. So I will do a look with it one day. I'll play it. Another palette from BH Cosmetics, which I just had to have, and I don't think I've used this eyeshadow palette as well, but this one is called the 28 color palette Smoky Eyes edition. That's what that palette looks like. Really pretty colors in this palette as well. You can make a nice smoky eye. That green right there is just making me want to play an eyeshadow right now, honestly. And this is actually the first eyeshadow palette that I bought. I'm lying, that's not that first eyeshadow. Well, one of these type of palettes, like the larger palettes, I should say. And comes from Eyes Lips Face. You guys know we love e.l.f. Cosmetics. Very affordable. And I used a lot of this palette actually. Oh, I just broke it. Okay, so I don't have to blind you guys with the mirror because I just broke the damn palette. But you see that one I hit pan on. This is what I used to actually practice when I was doing eyeshadows. So that's what that palette looks like. And don't sleep on e.l.f., yo. Their quality, especially over the recent years. e.l.f. has definitely stepped their game up. You guys know I love e.l.f. I am a part of the e.l.f. Beauty Squad, so I'll leave those videos linked down below. If you haven't checked out those videos, definitely check those out because they have a lot of new products and I think they are bomb. Next up in here, we actually just have some of these empty matte palettes. I think this one is no, these are actually just the inserts. So this one is the eyeshadow insert, and this one is one of those 24. It says Pro Palette Customized 24. It has the 24 slots, and I did make a video using this insert when I had depotted some lipsticks. I think it was Wet n Wild lipsticks back then that I had depotted. So if you guys want that, I'll definitely link that down below as well if you guys want to check that out. Also in here is the Smashbox Full Exposure Palette. Oh, look at that. And it comes with the free mascara, which I never even took out the package. I actually bought this palette from, I think it was either IMAX or the Makeup Show, one of those. And I got a really good deal for it. I am a pro with the Smashbox Cosmetics. And I am a neutral girl, so I had to get this palette. And I did use it a couple of times. I'm not really too much of a fan of the palette, but it wasn't so bad. And it does come with the dual-sided brush here, which I never took out the package, but I am a neutral girl. I need to play more of my shadows because they're just sitting here. Eventually I'll probably clean out a lot of palettes because when new palettes come out, I just tend to use those, especially if I really like the shadows. I'll just tend to stick to a certain palette. Next up in here we have the new Tube palette from The Balm. And this is not, I can't say it's an official palette that I purchased from The Balm. I actually got this off of, I can't remember. It's one of those Chinese companies, one of those Asian companies that sell makeup and stuff across seas. And this is another palette that I had when I was first starting makeup. Another nice, pretty neutral eyeshadow palette. Comes with a big mirror. That's why I'm folding it back so you guys can't see the mirror. But it has these pretty colors. I love that color, Sexy, and it looks like I didn't even use it, but I do remember using it. Also Stubborn, I like that color. So these were some pretty good eyeshadows, even if it was like a dupe. And the last three palettes in this drawer are also from BH Cosmetics. I used to use BH Cosmetics really a lot back when I first started makeup. So this one here is a 40 color eyeshadow palette. It's the BH Party Girl palette. I love this palette. Like, I love this palette. And I didn't hit pan on any of them. I'm surprised, but I just love that palette. Nice colorful palette. And it also gives you some neutral shades. So it really doesn't give like a nice transition shade. I like those orangey based transition shades, so I would always have to pull from another eyeshadow. But I really did love this palette, and that's what that looks like there. Next up in here, this is actually not an eyeshadow palette, it's the 10 color palette professional blush palette from BH Cosmetics. And that's what that looks like. I used to love this palette as well. Again, something else that I had purchased back when I was first starting with makeup. So yeah, that orange there, these two shades here I used to love. And this is before I used to actually dibble into colors and stuff like that. But this palette, I'm gonna have to pull this out into rotation. Well, I'll be doing some Shop My Stash videos soon, and I'll definitely be rotating a lot of this stuff. And the last palette from BH Cosmetics that I had is the 60 color eyeshadow palette, and it's the BH Day and Night palette. Again, another one of those really pretty colorful eyeshadow palettes. You have everything from your lights to your darks going to the right. And yeah, pretty shadow. I just love greens, and I love purples, and I love blues, especially on women of darker skin. I mean, I love those colors, how they pop on our skin. So yeah, that is everything in this room.